afternoon, good evening, Jar of Marble dwellers and Jar of Marble curious. My name is Linda and this is Jar of Marbles and I'm Bob. Yes, it's you, Bob. So good to see you. Oh, I know. It's always good to see me. So it is. This week, I'd like to talk a little bit about body positivity and acceptance. So it's a powerful and necessary movement now. Body positivity and acceptance is a transformative social movement rooted in the belief that all bodies, regardless of size, shape, skin tone, ability, gender or appearance, deserve respect, care and dignity. Yeah, a fool complains about a torn pocket. A wise man uses it to scratch his balls. Never shake hands with a wise man. So what began as a radical response to systematic fat phobia and narrow beauty standards has grown into a widespread, vital force advocating for self-love, mental health and inclusive representation. I hate having a messy house, not enough to actually clean it, but enough to give it a really disgusted stare from my seat on the couch. You tell it, Bob, yeah. So what is body positivity? I don't know, I got a feeling you're going to tell me. I feel very positive about my body. It gets me around, it does. Well, that's a good thought. At its core, body positivity is about challenging the unrealistic ideals of beauty, often perpetuated by media, fashion and advertising industries. It encourages people to be positive about their bodies, yes. So, body positivity, love and appreciate our bodies as they are, recognise the harmful effects of appearance-based discrimination. It is our duty to speak out against body shaming and celebrate body diversity. You know, I can't watch a movie where a dog dies, but I will watch a serial killer documentary where 27 people are murdered, and then I'll be able to relax at night. I know. I hear you, Bob, I hear you. The movement acknowledges that beauty is not a one-size-fits-all concept and that health and worth are not determined by weight, age or physical perfection. So important to stay a little feral. Is it? Yes. But I guess whatever that means to the individual, absolutely. Absolutely. What's glaringly different about body positivity when compared to most cultural messaging about our bodies is that it dares to reject the idea that we must earn worth through appearance. And I love that. Me too. That's radical. It shifts the focus from meeting external standards to embracing who we are. Not later, not after we lose weight or tone up or fix flaws, but now. Yeah, now. I'm all for now. Yeah. Me too. I've got a diet tip. You do? I think you do. I do? I do. You do. Yeah, I've got a diet tip. Eat food off other people's plates. Those are their calories, so they don't count. Oh, shocking there. Yeah, all right. Yeah, whatever. So, anyway, what makes positivity so different? Most media and social pressures encourage us to change ourselves to fit an ideal. And that ideal is usually narrow, thin, able-bodied, young, symmetrical, smooth, unscarred and shaped in ways that sell products. When I tell someone where I live and they say, oh my God, that's so far, like I'm not inviting you over, so, don't worry about your imaginary journey. Yeah, I know that one actually. Body positivity doesn't just say you're fine, it says you are worthy, you are whole as you are. It doesn't require you to perform, shrink or disappear. It challenges systems, not just self-esteem. This difference is glaring because it reveals how much of our body image is tied to systems of control. And most of us now, we're really quite done with that. Capitalism, patriarchy, racism, ableism. Not everyone realises this, but if you clean the pile of receipts out of a purse and stack them together, it makes a tiny book about why you're broke. Yes, I guess it would. Yeah, I thought about this. I know. So body positivity says your body doesn't need to be fixed. The world's standards do. Oh, yeah. That's right, absolutely. Yes. But that kind of freedom can feel almost foreign, can't it? We've been conditioned to see acceptance as surrender. So how do we truly grab hold of body acceptance in our own lives? Yeah, but how do we? Well, is it me or does the phone ring longer when you're ignoring the call? I'm going to say yeah, for sure. An influential voice in the body positivity movement is Lizzo, the Grammy Award-winning singer, rapper, and flutist. Beyond her powerful musical talents, Lizzo is widely recognised for using her platform to challenge traditional beauty standards and promote self-love, acceptance and confidence, especially for people who have been marginalised because of their size, race or identity. Yeah, I'd like to say to the naysayers, did you know three places you can stay for free? In your lane, out of my business, way over there. Thank you. It's all right. Why Lizzo is a strong voice for body positivity. She celebrates her body publicly. I remember when she really started coming out, on the her music. I remember she had quite an effect on one of my daughters, and it was just this uplifting thing where anything that she had been questioning or worrying about suddenly made her realise that no, she should just be proud of who she is, full stop, that's it. So while Lizzo is celebrating her body publicly, she frequently posts photos and videos on social media where she proudly shows off her body without retouching, filters or apology. Her unapologetic self-expression has become a form of activism, normalising bigger bodies in a media landscape that often erases or shames them. So she speaks out against fat phobia. In interviews and public appearances, Lizzo calls out fat phobia directly. She's been vocal about how society often ties worth and beauty to thinness and has criticised the way larger bodies are treated in everything from fashion to healthcare. I want to pause adulting and lower the difficulty. It was funny, but I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm unable to laugh or show any other emotion. Okay, we'll wait. All right then. So Lizzo promotes mental health and self-worth. Lizzo often speaks about how body positivity is not just about how you look, but how you feel about yourself. Yeah, that's right. It's how you feel about yourself. She talks openly about self-doubt and self-care, encouraging others to prioritise their mental health and to see their value beyond physical appearance. Now, we all know this well. A person or people who are not deemed societally attractive but are amazingly gorgeous human beings and are attractive in all the most amazing ways. And when they know that, it is a wondrous thing to witness. A foolish man complains of his torn pocket. I think I may have told you my scratchy ball joke. Yeah, I think you might have. Oh, well, we're all so much better for knowing this. Yeah, I think so, Bob. Down, boy. Yeah, okay. As this podcast has its foundations deep in self-care and self-worth, I don't know you or how life is going for you. I don't know who needs to hear this, but start living. The time is flying by. Those days disappear. They just disappear so fast, don't they? And all you do is work, pay bills, worry, stress, enjoy what you can like, walk, sunsets, music, laughter. Joy does not have to be expensive. Throw yourself into it because you bloody deserve it. Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Hashtag body positivity and acceptance. If I had a nickel for every time I didn't know what was going on, I'd be like, why am I getting all these nickels? You would, Bob. You would be asking that, yes. So Lizzo creates space for others. Lizzo has also used her fame to uplift other plus-size performers and models, pushing for more inclusive representation across industries. Her backup dancers, for example, are a diverse group of body types, something rare in mainstream entertainment. I have a friend called Bill and he was born without any eyelids, so they circumcised him and used that skin. The operation was a success. He's just a little cockeyed. Oh God, does he have incredible foresight? What? Yeah, he'll have to keep his eyes peeled when he gets excited. It'll be a procedure called a circumvision. Hey, my surgeon used to use mine to repair my split mouth. Now I have a stiff upper lip. Oh, you're a bloody troublemaker, Bob. Yeah, I know. A key quote from Lizzo: I'm not trying to sell you me. I'm trying to sell you you. I want you to love yourself like I love myself. Yeah, thanks, Lizzo. So in short, Lizzo's advocacy goes beyond slogans. She lives out the message of body positivity in how she performs, how she speaks, and how she moves through the world. Her voice is not only strong, it's changing the conversation for the better, and actually has done that. How good is that? Very good, so good. A bit of neuroscience to add, your thoughts aren't facts. In many cases, they're just old programming. Many of us can live our entire lives believing mental stories created in childhood, and neuroscience proves you can literally rewrite these internal scripts. So stop letting outdated beliefs control your today and your future. So how to grab your own body acceptance? We can start with neutrality if positivity feels too far. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you don't have to love everything right away. Try thinking, my legs help me move. My belly holds my organs. My body wakes up every day and tries again. Acceptance begins with respect. If you're ready for this, then you'll start today or have already started. Yeah, that's right. You can do it. The focus of self-hatred, self-non-acceptance really has to go. Rod, I really hope you will and continue to. Yeah, you deserve a life that feels good. Yes, that feels good for your nervous system. Do whatever it takes. Yeah, to get there. Curate your environment. I like a good curation. Unfollow accounts that make you feel unworthy. Follow bodies like yours. Follow bodies unlike yours too. Exposure to real, diverse bodies undoes the idea that there's only one way to be beautiful or good. What dunce came up with the idea that there's only one way to be beautiful? Well, name the voice in your head and challenge it. Yeah, name it. Is that your voice or a diet commercial? Is that self-criticism or something you learned to say to survive? Once you see where it comes from, you can decide if it deserves to stay. And remember, happy people don't attack. Hurt people do. Yeah, if someone attacks you, it's for one reason. They're not happy with themselves. That's right, they're bloody well not. I agree. Kate Winslet has been a vocal and passionate advocate for body positivity and challenging beauty standards in Hollywood and beyond. Oh, I like Kate Winslet. Yes, me too. She's a very likeable woman. She's lovely. And throughout her career, she has consistently used her platform to push back against unrealistic ideals and promote self-acceptance, particularly for women and young girls. And also, I was thinking about how people can treat you. Oh, yes, spill the tea. People treat you exactly how they feel about you, so don't be blind. That's also right up there in importance too, Bob. Yeah, I thought so. So we're talking about Kate Winslet's personal experience with body image. Winslet had openly discussed her own struggles with body image, especially during her early years in the film industry. You know, you get no when a recliner or a heating pad's your idea of a hot date. Yeah, hot stuff, baby. So after a breakthrough role in the Titanic 1997, she faced intense media scrutiny about her weight. Yeah, I remember that. Very ordinary she was, and and she's always been beautiful. Yes, that's right, Bob. So the tabloids often criticised her appearance, contributing to a culture that prioritised thinness over talent. Instead of succumbing to pressure, Winslet used these experiences to strengthen her stance on promoting realistic beauty standards. I do like to hear this always. Got up this morning, ran around the block 5 times, and I got tired, so I picked up the block and I put it back in the toy box. That's what I did. Exercise is really important there, Bob. Yeah, I know. She had and has clear views on rejecting airbrushing and image manipulation. Winslet has publicly condemned the use of Photoshop and digital alteration in media. In 2003, she criticised GQ magazine for digitally slimming her figure on its cover without her consent. Since then, she has made it a point to include no retouching clauses in her contracts, particularly in her Lancome campaigns, insisting that her natural appearance be preserved. Is it just me, but did June and July last for like 10 minutes? No, it is not just you. It certainly feels like it. So in a statement to Harper's Bazaar in 2015, Kate Winslet said, "I do believe we have a responsibility to the younger generation of women. They're looking to us to see what's okay, and we need to be saying we're all right just as we are." Yes! Now, with empowering young girls, Winslet has often spoken about her desire to protect younger generations from the pressures that she's faced. In 2017, during a speech at the BAFTA Awards for Children, she shared a story about being bullied as a child. for her weight and encouraged kids to believe in their worth and talent regardless of their body size.
One thing about me is that my face is going to say it before my mouth does.
Guilty. Is there a training class for this?
Yeah, I might consider Botox.
Kate Winslet said to all the young women who have ever doubted themselves because of the way they look and because they don't conform to a stereotype, this is what she says. She says, don't, because you can and because you will. She's pretty special, isn't she?
Yeah, she is.
So
I read somewhere that being a dickhead on a regular basis can add up to 2 years to your life. If that's true, I'm going to be immortal. Bill.
Yeah, Bob, whoever. Promoting diversity in media. As both an actress and producer, Kate Winslet has pushed for more diverse representation in film, especially around women's bodies and ageing. In projects like HBO's Mayor of Easttown 2021, she insisted that her character be portrayed realistically, including scenes where her body and face were shown without glamour or filters.
In case you're worried about getting older, you're still going to do dumb stuff, only slower.
Oh, possibly with a bit of pain. So Kate Winslet told the New York Times, I said, guys, I know how many lines I have by the side of my eye. Please put them all back. Isn't she just awesome? Love Kate Winslet. Hashtag body positivity and acceptance. Kate Winslet's stance on body positivity is rooted in authenticity, resilience, and a deep commitment to social change, which is such a good thing. By confronting harmful norms and embracing her real self, she has become a powerful voice in the fight for body acceptance. Her advocacy continues to inspire a shift in how women are portrayed and valued in entertainment and society. We often reinforce body judgment in small ways, shift praise from looks to traits like strength, joy, or creativity. What you give to others is often what you'll begin to believe for yourself. Oh, yes.
Hey, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, me too. So anchor your worth somewhere deeper. Your body is part of you, not the sum total, only a part of you. Ask yourself, who am I when no one's looking? What do I care about? What would I want to be remembered for?
What if I get dementia and because I watch so many crime shows, I start confessing to crimes that I've never committed?
Oh, novel idea there, Bob. A man known for body positivity and respect towards women. The story of Jamila's ally. In a world where social media often amplifies unrealistic beauty standards, totally unrealistic, and reinforces objectification, which we just go, it is rare but powerful to find voices that challenge the norm. And most of us, with our heads screwed on right, do challenge, do question all of these things. And one such voice belongs to a David Ramirez, a wellness coach, speaker and activist who has become widely respected, not just for promoting body positivity among men, but also for actively challenging the objectification of women in fitness and media culture, women in general.
Yeah.
A different kind of fitness influencer. Unlike many in the health and fitness world, David never built his following by flaunting chiseled abs or promoting restrictive diets. Instead, he emerged as a counter-voice, using his platform to dismantle toxic ideals around body image. He often says, health is not a look, strength is not a size. His message resonated especially with young men who felt out of place in hyper-masculine gym cultures and with women tired of being reduced to how they looked in leggings.
I'm at a point in my life where I don't even know the point I'm at, but I know I'm at a point.
Well, as Jane Goodall says, only when our clever brain and our human heart work together in harmony can we achieve our true potential.
Yeah, all right then.
So what makes David especially noteworthy in his stance on how women are treated in wellness spaces? He calls out the sexism in fitness media, often uses his platform to spotlight female voices and advocate for their autonomy. He publicly refuses sponsorships from brands that market with sex sells tactics, and he critiques the way many male influencers treat women as props rather than people.
When I say I'll call you later, I mean like later on in life, not today.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
He also works closely with body positive activists like Jamila Jamil and Sonali Rashidwar, supporting their work and deferring space where appropriate, amplifying their voices instead of centering his own. David's approach is not to speak for women, but to stand beside them, and I like that. Listening, learning, and using his influence to foster respect rather than dominance.
Oh, yeah. So why does that matter?
Well, David Ramirez is not perfect. He says so himself. Often, none of us are. But what sets him apart is his willingness to show up, make mistakes, and keep doing the work. In a culture still plagued by performative allyship and superficial empowerment, he represents a rare model of accountability and authentic advocacy. He reminds us that body positivity.
Yeah, body positivity.
Isn't about trading one ideal for another. It's about freeing everyone, regardless of gender, from the belief that their value depends on how they look. A final truth, body positivity isn't a trend. It's a rebellion, and grabbing hold of your own acceptance isn't a one-time thing. It is a process. Some days we'll feel better, easier than others, and we know that just about anything we're going through. But every time you choose kindness over criticism, there's a form of power. Every time you decide to exist fully in your skin without apology, you are doing something revolutionary. Hashtag body positivity and acceptance. You don't need permission to accept yourself, just the willingness to start.
Yeah, just start. Be willing.
That's right. So why it matters more than ever in a world saturated with filtered images, diet culture and perfection-driven content, body positivity offers a crucial counterbalance. And here's why it's so important. First of all, it's got to be
your body health.
Well, no, I was going to say mental health.
Oh, you're right, mental health.
Constant exposure to unattainable beauty standards can lead to anxiety, getting down, eating disorders and low self-esteem. And embracing body positivity supports mental well-being and encourages people to treat themselves with kindness, treat yourself with compassion. So health at every size. This approach shifts the focus from weight to overall well-being. It promotes healthy behaviours like balanced nutrition, happy movement and emotional care without tying them to body size.
I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but then I turned myself around.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Body positivity opens space for marginalised voices, including people in larger bodies, people of colour, LGBTQ and individuals and those with disabilities. Visibility and representation matter. Everyone deserves to see themselves reflected in media and culture.
When some doors close, you want to get a hammer and nail. You want to shut that bitch shut.
Oh, I've got a sledgehammer on the ready there, Bob. While social media has contributed to toxic beauty standards, it has also helped propel the body positivity movement into the mainstream.
Oh, yeah.
Activists, influencers, and everyday people are using platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube to share unfiltered images, personal journeys, and body positive messages. So important. So campaigns like hashtag F Your Beauty Standards, so that's EFF, Your Beauty Standards, founded by plus-size model Tess Holliday, and brands embracing diverse models such as Dove's Real Beauty campaign or Aries' No Retouching policy, have helped normalise body diversity and promote authenticity. It's ever so refreshing and pleasing to see and experience.
Everyone these days is so judgmental. I can tell just by looking at them.
Good on you, Bob.
Yeah.
It's important to note that for some people, body positivity may feel out of reach, especially if they're dealing with chronic illness, trauma, or body dysmorphia.
Yes.
This is where body neutrality and body acceptance comes in. These philosophies shift the focus from loving your body to simply respecting and accepting it, even on hard days. You don't have to love every part of your body to appreciate it for what it does for you. Acceptance means treating your body with kindness, regardless of its appearance, letting go of harmful judgments, prioritising how you feel over how you look. Hashtag body positivity and acceptance. The work isn't finished.
No.
Despite its progress, the body positivity movement still faces challenges with fat phobia, racism, ableism, ageism, and transphobia are deeply embedded in societal standards. True body positivity means continuing to advocate for systemic change, fighting for equitable healthcare, and pushing back against industries profiting from insecurities. So, it's time to go.
No, I'm comfy now. Too soon. You know, the answer may not be at the bottom of a margarita glass, but we should at least check.
Yes, checking's always a good thing, Bob.
Yeah, I thought so.
So, whether you're on a journey towards self-love or learning to simply exist in your body without shame, this movement stands for you. Your body is not a problem to be solved. It is your home and it deserves peace. So thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I hope that this was something that, rung true for you.
And me.
Yes, it's such an honour that you come and have a listen. I hope it's helpful, soothing, and even a little bit interesting. So say good day to the family for me. Give the cow a bow, and we'll see you next time, okay? Okay then. Bye.
Bye.